10 major accomplishments of Julius Caesar.
Gaius Julius Caesar, 100 BC 44 BC, was a Roman general and politician who is regarded as one of ancient Rome's most illustrious leaders. He is regarded as one of history's greatest military commanders, having won multiple campaigns, the most famous of which was his conquest of Gaul.
Caesar ascended the political ladder to become the most powerful man in the Roman Republic, with the title of dictator in perpetuity, first as a member of the First Triumvirate, and later as the most powerful man in the Roman Republic. During his reign as Rome's sole ruler, he instituted a number of significant changes, including steps to help the impoverished. If you want to know Julius Caesar's 10 major successes and achievements, see the video till end. Become consul of Rome in 59 BC. Julius Caesar became the prominent figure in Rome due to his military achievements as well as his skills as an orator and politician, though he was born in a family that was not very politically influential. He got the position of quaestor, in ancient Rome, any of a number of officials who had charge of public revenue and expenditure, aedile, Roman magistrates responsible for public buildings, and originally also for the public games, and the supply of corn to the city.
And praetor, Roman magistrates ranking below consul. At last he was appointed as consul, the highest political office in the Roman Republic. Powerful man in the Roman Republic, Julius Caesar became the undisputed leader of Rome. He won the Great Roman Civil War, 49–45 BC, against Pompey. In the Roman Republic, a dictator was an office which was given wide-ranging powers, mostly in times of emergency. Caesar was first appointed dictator in 49 BC. In 44 BC, after he had crushed the last resistance of Pompey's supporters, Caesar was appointed dictator perpetuo, dictator in perpetuity. He also held the tribunician power for an indefinite period, which prevented the other tribunes from interfering with his actions. Greatest military achievement: conquest of Gaul. Julius Caesar's conquest of Gaul is considered his greatest military achievement. He extended the Roman Republic over the whole of Gaul, present-day France and Belgium. The Gallic tribes were militarily as strong as the Romans, with their cavalry being probably superior. However, Caesar took advantage of the internal divisions among the tribes. The famous chieftain of the Arverni tribe, Vercingetorix, Gallic chieftain who rallied the tribes of Gaul, modern-day France, who tried to defeat Caesar, was imprisoned and strangled to death. The conquest of Gaul by Caesar was to have momentous consequences. It resulted in a large area of Western Europe coming under the sway of the Romans. It helps to improve in trade. Greatest military commanders in history. Julius Caesar defeated Egyptian pharaoh Ptolemy XIII in the Battle of the Nile, 47 BC, and placed Cleopatra as Queen of Egypt. Caesar won civil crown. During War of Gaul, he occupied Britain for second time and placed a king who was friendly to Rome. Caesar also involved in several battles against Pompey, defeated him. He took part in Great Roman Civil War, 49–45 BC, and Battle of Pharsalus, 48 BC, and defeated numerically superior opponents, and became one of the greatest military commanders in history. Introduction of the Julian calendar. The Roman calendar had 12 months, totaling 355 days in an average year. To make the calendar reflect the seasons, a 13th intercalary month of 27 or 28 days was added in some years. The Roman calendar was not only imprecise, but it was also manipulated for political objectives, with intercalations not occurring in a predictable manner. This calendar was substituted by Julius Caesar with one based on the Egyptian solar calendar. By adding an intercalary day at the end of February every fourth year, he increased the length of the year to 365.25 days. The Julian calendar began on January 1, 45 BC, and was the most extensively used calendar throughout most of Europe until the Gregorian calendar was introduced, which is used in today's world. Rebuilt on his orders the ancient cities of Carthage and Corinth. Carthage was the ancient Carthaginian civilization's capital. The Roman Republic destroyed the old city during the Third Punic War in 146 BC. Julius Caesar constructed a new city of Carthage on the same site between 49 and 44 BC. With a peak population of 500,000 people by the end of the 1st century, Roman Carthage was the second largest metropolis in the western portion of the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar also reconstructed the ancient Greek city of Corinth, which had been devastated by the Romans. During Caesar's reign, many construction projects were completed, notably the famed Forum of Caesar with its Temple of Venus Genitrix. Initiated citizenship rights. Individuals outside of Italy were not deemed Roman during the Social War, 91-88 BC, and hence were denied full citizenship rights. Caesar began the process of uniting the Roman Empire by extending Roman citizenship to those living outside of Italy. In 49 BC, for example, all residents of Cisalpine Gaul were granted Roman citizenship. Augustus, his adopted son and the first Roman emperor, finished the process of uniting the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar also standardized and regulated municipal government across Italy. In Rome, he took measures to avoid the financial crisis. When Caesar took power, Rome was in the midst of a financial crisis as a result of recent civil wars. Hoarding had caused the value of real estate to plummet, and there was a scarcity of coins. Julius Caesar ordered that property be accepted for repayment at its pre-war value, as well as the reinstatement of a former legislation prohibiting any one individual from possessing more than 60,000 sesterces in cash. He also enacted legislation prohibiting extravagant clothing, funeral expenses, and feasts. Julius Caesar took many common measures to reduce unemployment for his army's veterans. Caesar established new villages. He gave land to around 20,000 impoverished households with 3 or more children. In order to combat widespread unemployment, he provided people jobs in public works projects, such as the restoration of historic cities. He required rich landowners to hire at least 1/3 of their workforce as freemen rather than slaves, thereby lowering unemployment. He waived a year's rent for low to moderate income residents, providing much-needed relief. He raised import levies on luxury goods to make the wealthy pay for their extravagant lifestyles, and to boost domestic manufacturing. Caesar also annulled all outstanding interest from the start of the Civil War, erasing nearly 1/4 of all debts. Roman orator and prose author Julius Caesar was recognized as one of the best orators and prose writers in Latin during his era. Laudatio Iulii Amiti, a funeral oration in honor of his deceased aunt Julia, is one of his most well-known orations. Commentary de Bello Gallico, commentaries on the